Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So this is one of the most asked for and awaited videos I think for Shopify dropshipping, and that is how is the coronavirus, which is also known as the Wuhan virus, impacting dropshipping? What are the consequences? How should you deal with it as a dropshipper? Now there are a lot of things to understand about what is going to be happening, what is currently happening, because the current situation with the world is not as easy or straightforward as you might think it is. Now just to give you guys a little recap, in the beginning of January, China officially declared an emergency for a specific virus, which is also known as the coronavirus, getting spread throughout China, and this was affecting a specific epicenter called Wuhan. The unfortunate thing is a lot of AliExpress suppliers operate from factories around this area. So it's not exactly within Wuhan, but around the specific areas relating to the epicenter. And because of this, a lot of things have definitely been impacting dropshipping. But without wasting any more time, let's just understand how coronavirus is impacting dropshipping, what you can do personally as a dropshipper. So how is the virus affecting dropshipping in general? In order to kind of understand it, let's start off by talking about the overall situation. So right now, what do you want to understand when I'm recording this video is most of China is under extreme surveillance. There's a lot of security checks going on around China, and a lot of people are getting detained because of possible symptoms because of the virus. Now, when I'm recording this video, the world has already been taken over by the virus. I'm currently on a spaceship in my garage to Mars. Just kidding. But on a serious note, Wuhan virus is currently spreading rapidly throughout China. There are a lot of cases for this virus, and in addition to that, what you want to understand when it comes to business specifically is that most of the businesses in China are currently closed or they're operating on select few hours. This includes a lot of the restaurants, a lot of Starbucks in China, movie theaters, and so much more in China, especially around the epicenter Wuhan, which are currently affected the most. So they're not operating at all. And another thing that kind of fueled everything relating to specifically dropshipping is the Chinese New Year. So what happened is the Chinese New Year began, and a lot of people began traveling immediately after the Chinese New Year began. And just recently, within the past few days, a lot of the travel was stopped fully. So what happened is those workers from these Chinese factories, which you order your products from via AliExpress, are currently on vacation in their own villages, which is where usually a lot of these Chinese people go during the Chinese New Year, to their villages. But since they're in their villages, what is happening is now they have no way of getting back to the main city to work, simply because travel to specific areas within China are fully restricted at the moment. So this is one reason why the factories for AliExpress are not planning on coming back on the regular time period when they were originally planning on coming back, which is around February 2 or February 3. As you can see on the screen, a lot of the suppliers are currently saying that the estimated date when they will be coming back to ship their products is February 10th. And my personal supplier has been stating that this is not actually the case. That is their estimate. It could be much more than that. So as you can see, definitely a serious situation for China, because this is directly impacting dropshipping and their business. They can't ship anything. There are a lot of backlog of orders because of this. But this is a bigger problem simply because, again, as I mentioned, the major AliExpress cities, meaning the AliExpress factories, are in cities near Wuhan. So one big city which a lot of AliExpress suppliers operate from is Guangzhou. This is still kind of in close proximity to Wuhan compared to Shenzhen, which is a city near Hong Kong. So this is much further away, but these two cities are the biggest ones where a lot of your AliExpress dropshippers ship their products from. And because the virus has spread throughout China, even in these two specific provinces, what is happening is the government has again ordered that the factories don't start working until a later date, which is February 10th. But there is a big misconception going on around this entire virus, and a lot of this misconception is coming from those people in the United States, and that is the virus can be transmitted from package to package. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not true at all, and a little bit of education in science here, but that packages usually take days, sometimes weeks, to be delivered from China. So what happens is by the time these packages arrive in the country, the virus has already died by then, and there's very little chance that the virus can be spread because of this. So you can kind of be assured that the virus is not going to spread from the package to your customer and kill them in any way or harm them in any way. But the biggest problem here is, of course, those Chinese cities currently shut down because of the virus. So now that we've kind of understood the background and what is happening exactly with these cities, let's understand what options you have when it comes to dropshipping with AliExpress currently. Now I'm going to be going over 3 specific options which you can implement for the current situation. So let's start talking about that. So how can you continue dropshipping during this crisis? Well, there are several options as I mentioned. Here's option number 1. This is the option which I'm currently implementing right now. So this option is actually very simple and straightforward. The first step in order to continue dropshipping during this crisis is basically make a clear announcement at the top of your website. Most Shopify themes have this ability to make an announcement at the top, and within this specific announcement, what you want to do is you want to announce the following message. You want to say, due to the recent coronavirus outbreak, orders placed after January 15th may not be shipped until February 9th. And you want to have the same message at the end of every description for every product that is currently selling. So what we are doing here is we're clearly notifying our customers, whoever is coming onto our website, wherever they can see the message that currently our website isn't shut down because of the virus, and even if they order right now, they will not be getting the product and it won't even be shipped until February 9th. So we are being very clear with the message. We're not hiding anything. We're not giving them false promises. This is what you want to do if you want to follow with option number 1. And this is also if you want to continue advertising during this crisis. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this is something I'm doing right now. But in addition to that, you want to do something else. And this is something you can implement with the first thing. But you can basically try offering partial discounts or partial refunds to the customers who are extra angry, meaning they ordered before January 15th and you just recently put this message up. So now they're angry about this. They want a refund. Try to be compassionate with them. Try to get them to agree to the discounts and partial refunds. It's much better than offering a full refund and canceling the order. So this is something I'm training my VAs to do as well. And I'm participating in this as well because I want to be as clear with my customers as possible so they can be happy and be willing to wait because of the virus. Because a lot of people, in my experience that I've had so far during this crisis, is that they're more than happy to wait knowing that their package is not going to be infected with the virus in any way. And that is one thing I'm mentioning in the emails as well. I'm telling them that the packages are going through a disinfectant process as well, which is why it's going to take longer than usual. And in addition, the shipping facilities are facing a large backlog of orders. So I'm mentioning this in my emails as well. But in addition to that, you can try placing orders for products on Amazon, on eBay, instead of waiting for AliExpress. This is something I've been personally doing where I'm just going on Amazon, eBay, and ordering my best-selling product at the moment, which is getting shipped from China, just on Amazon and eBay. And what I'm noticing is that sure, I'm paying $5 or $10 extra, but I'm having to deal with much less dissatisfied customers. I'm having to deal with much less refunds and chargebacks. And this is one great thing you can do in this crisis. Simply order on Amazon, eBay, or any other big brick and mortar store that is available in the United States like Walmart, Target, etc. And the beauty about this is that by using Amazon and eBay, you're gonna get your packages delivered much quicker than you would using AliExpress. So it's kind of a win-win situation for you, and that is exactly what I recommend. Don't just limit yourself to AliExpress, especially in a situation like this where AliExpress, we don't really know if they're gonna be coming back on February 10th or not. So you wanna kind of get used to using Amazon or eBay, or at least find the product that you're selling, which is your winning product, on other websites so that you can be ready to use them in case things don't go back to normal by February 10th. But that is option number 1. Basically have an announcement bar being very clear with your audience. Number 2 is offer discounts and partial refunds to your angry customers, and also be sure to use Amazon and eBay as kind of an alternative to AliExpress. But here is option number 2. Now this is kind of different to option number 1, but option number 2 is basically changing your add to cart button or the buy now button to pre-order. Now in this option, you're still going to be running ads, you're still going to have traffic coming onto your website, but instead of actually pressing the add to cart button or buying something right now, they're instead going to be showing this pre-order button, which is going to clearly let them know that this product is not available at the moment. What they're doing is basically pre-ordering the product. So again, this is a great way to continue getting traffic, continue getting sales, while letting your customers know what the situation is. And again, you can let people know in the announcement bar or in the description regarding the coronavirus, or you can just simply not mention them and say that the product that they ordered will be in stock in February 10th or something similar. And both these options require that you continue running ads for your store so that traffic continues coming in. In fact, the option number 1 is what I use at the moment because I don't believe in completely shutting everything off, especially if you don't have a real reason to. I mean, right now, even with the coronavirus, I'm constantly hitting about $2,000 in sales every single day, and I'm simply implementing option number 1 so people know what they're getting when it's gonna ship out, so I'm not having to deal with too many customer issues because of this. But if I was not using option number 1. Option number 2 is what I would use. Simply change to pre-order and let customers know when they should be expecting the product. But here is option number 3, and it is the final option I have, which is basically stop all ads and focus on learning more about the business. Now don't get me wrong, even though I said that I would personally not stop ads and continue running ads even through Chinese New Year and the coronavirus, it's still really important in my opinion to basically put a lot of the effort that you were putting before into learning more about dropshipping. And that could mean maybe watching my Facebook ads playlist or watching my Google ads playlist, or smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm. But any of those options that you choose, they will still help you go forward, and you're not completely fully stopped because you're still investing some time, energy, and effort into learning more about the business. And if you want to take your learning to a next level, especially with Google Ads, because I do offer one-on-one Google Ads mentoring, message me on Instagram. My Instagram account is @dedicatedyoung, and we can definitely set that up. But that is the overall scenario with coronavirus. A lot of people are taking it way too seriously, and even though it is serious, it is not as serious as a lot of people are making it seem. Within the next few days to the next few weeks, we can definitely be assured that China will be able to do a great job of controlling the virus and bringing the death tolls down. But this is exactly what you should be doing when it comes to dropshipping with Shopify. If you found any type of value in this video, smash that like button and smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.